ingestion, absorption, assimilation, excretion. How do these terms relate to digestive processes? Hello, Sci-Pals! I am Ma'am Wena Rondilla, your science teacher for today. In this episode of Agham Alam Hub, we will explain the different digestive processes such as ingestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. We will differentiate the mechanical and chemical phases of the digestive process. We will also locate the organs or glands responsible for each digestive process using a digestive model. Furthermore, we will also discuss the functions of organs of the alimentary canal and accessory organs of the digestive system. Finally, we will be able to appreciate the importance of the digestive system in breaking out food into nutrients. In the next few minutes, we will explore science for another moment. Remember that digestion is the process by which food is broken down into smaller components that the body can absorb to nourish its cells. As food enters the body via the mouth, food undergoes two phases of digestion, mechanical and chemical digestion. In the mechanical phase, food is broken down into smaller pieces in the process known as chewing or mastication. During the chemical phase, food is acted upon by chemical substances called enzymes, secreted together with the digestive juices. These enzymes convert the food into its simplest form, which the body cells can utilize or use. Now, let us look closely at the different organs of the digestive system using this digestive model. The digestive system consists of organs of alimentary canal and accessory organs. The human digestive system is described as tube-like because on both ends of the system, there are openings where food enters through the mouth and waste product exit or eliminate through the anus. The organs of the alimentary tract include the mouth or oral cavity, where the digestion begins. The mouth comprises the following structures: the teeth, which are responsible for tearing foods into small pieces; the tongue, which is the muscular organ that mixes the food with saliva, that also aids in swallowing food at the same time. Meanwhile, the pharynx or throat serves as the common passageway for digestion and respiration. The esophagus conveys the bolus or the soft mass of chewed food into the stomach by a wave-like contraction and relaxation of involuntary muscles called peristalsis. The stomach, which is the expanded organ located between the esophagus and the small intestine, performs three functions: storing swallowed food, mixing the food with the digestive juice it produces, and conveying its content slowly into the small intestine. The small intestine is considered as the organ for complete digestion and absorption. This secretes the enzymes that change food materials into its simplest components. It is divided into three sections: the duodenum, the shortest and most fixed parts; the jejunum, the middle and freely movable portion; and the ileum, the longest and highly coiled parts. Microscopic investigation of the inner linings of the small intestines reveals the presence of finger-like extensions called villi. This increases the small intestine surface area for absorption of the digestive products. The products of digestion are absorbed by the columnar cells at the edge of the bolus. The absorption of nutrients is done through diffusion or active transport. Capillaries and lymph vessels also absorb digestive products. The large intestine or colon is the next organ after the small intestine. It is about 1.5 meters long and 5 centimeters in diameter. The colon has three functions. It temporarily stores fecal materials, absorbs vitamins produced by certain symbiotic bacteria in the colon, and reabsorbs water from the undigested residue. The rectum is located at the distal end of the sigmoid colon. It is about 8 inches long and serves as a warehouse for the undigested residue or feces. At the end part of the rectum is the anal canal or anus that functions as the exit point for fecal materials. Have you ever wondered what the accessory organs of the digestive system are? The accessory organs of digestion are described as exocrine glands. They have ducts and openings that secrete chemical substances into the organs of digestion to aid the digestive process. The salivary glands secrete saliva, a chemical substance composed of watery fluid and mucus. The mucus part of the saliva lubricates the mouth, which aids in swallowing, while the serous parts contains the salivary amylase, thiolin, that digests carbohydrates in the mouth. The liver is the largest organ in the body. It is located on the right side of the upper abdomen. It performs many vital functions in the body, one of which is the production of bile, a waste product formed when the red blood cells are being destroyed. Bile performs two important functions in digestion: emulsification of fats and neutralization or partly digested food called chyme from the stomach. It is temporarily stored and concentrated in the gallbladder. The pancreas is a large elongated gland that lies posterior to the stomach. In humans, the pancreas is a yellowish organ about 18 cm long and 4 cm wide. It functions as both exocrine and endocrine glands. The endocrine function is performed in the large spherical cluster called the islets of Langerhans that secrete hormones important in sugar metabolism. The exocrine functions are performed by the small berry-like cluster called the pancreatic acini that secrete the digestive enzymes directly into the duodenum. The acinar cells secrete four enzymes: amylopsin, trypsin, stepsin, and nucleases. Now, let us determine the processes involved in digestion. Digestion takes four processes: ingestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. Digestion starts when the food is taken into the mouth. This is called ingestion. As you chew, you break the food into small pieces for mechanical breakdown. The pieces mix with saliva before you swallow. Saliva is a watery liquid made by the salivary glands. It softens and wets the food in the mouth and initially starts chemical digestion through enzymes present in it. Then the food passes through the esophagus. Muscle contraction in the esophagus helps move the food down to the stomach. This process is called peristalsis. Stomach juices are chemicals made by the body that help digest food. The stomach is made up of muscles that churn and help mix the food and break it into even smaller pieces. The digestive glands in the stomach lining produce acids and enzymes that digest proteins. A thick mucus layer helps keep the acidic digestive juice from harming these stomach tissues. Most digested molecules of food, as well as water and minerals, are absorbed through the small intestine. The walls of the small intestine contain many folds that are lined up with tiny finger-like projections called villi. These villi are in turn covered with even smaller projections called microvilli. These structures increase the surface area through which nutrients are absorbed. During absorption, these nutrients pass through the walls of the intestine and into the bloodstream where they get transported to the different parts of the body, which we call assimilation. The undigested parts of food, or those not absorbed by the body, are eliminated as feces. This process is called excretion. Knowing the different digestive processes help us understand how the digestive system helps break out food into nutrients. In this episode of Agham Alam Hub, we differentiated digestive processes such as ingestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. Digestion undergoes two phases, the mechanical phase and the chemical phase. During the mechanical phase, food is broken down into small pieces by chewing or mastication. During the chemical phase, food is acted by chemical substances called enzymes that are secreted together with the digestive juices. These enzymes act on food and change them into simplest equivalents which the body cell can utilize. The organs of digestion are divided into two main parts, the organs of the alimentary canal and the accessory organs. The alimentary canal organs are mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Associated with the alimentary canal are accessory organs such as salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. The digestive system of humans as well as other vertebrates is described as tube-like. On each end of the system, there is an opening where food can enter and waste product exit. Knowing the different digestive processes help us understand how the digestive system helps break out food into nutrients. That's all for today, Saipals. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you again next week for another moment. Only here in Agham Alam Hub, Palayan SciTech Portal. Bye!